When a new technology arrives, people usually ask one question: what will grow? But there's another question that may be even more important: what is shrinking? Where is value quietly living? Because in every economic shift, value does not just appear somewhere new, it also lives somewhere old. And most people only notice this after it has already happened. By the time everyone understands that value has moved, the shift is already complete. Today, we're going to talk about something very important in the AI economy, where value is already living. My name is Ila Lamin, and here we explore the AI economy, not through hype, not through fear, but through structure. I try to answer one simple question: where is value moving, and how should we position ourselves? In the previous video, we talked about the great value migration. Today, we will look at the other side of the movement, the places where value is quietly disappearing, not because industries are collapsing, but because technology is changing what is scarce. And when scarcity changes, value moves. Now, before we talk about specific areas, we need to understand something simple. Value in an economy is always connected to scarcity. Something is valuable when it is difficult to produce. Something becomes less valuable when it becomes easy. For a long time, many tasks required significant time and effort, like writing reports, producing marketing content, researching information, writing code for software, preparing documents. These tasks had value because they required human labor and expertise. But AI systems dramatically reduce the effort needed for many of these activities. And when effort drops, supply increases. When supply increases quickly, price falls. So value leaves, basically. This does not mean the activity disappears. It simply means the activity is no longer rare. Now, one of the first places where value is living is generic content production. For years, creating written content required time and specialized skill. Like articles, blog posts, summaries, product descriptions, newsletters. Businesses paid people to create these materials. But now AI systems can generate large volume of content in seconds. This does not mean human creativity disappears, but it does mean the basic act of producing text is no longer scarce. If anyone can produce 10 versions of an article instantly, the market price for basic writing falls. So value moves away from simple production. Instead, value shifts toward direction, like who defines the message, who understands the audience, who knows what actually matters. The person deciding what to say becomes more important than the person simply producing words. Now, another area where value is living is basic research. In the past, gathering information took time. You had to search through documents, compare sources, and organize the findings, basically. Many roles existed mainly to collect and summarize information. AI now performs this task extremely quickly. Now, it can scan large amount of data, summarize articles, and produce structured reports. So the act of gathering information becomes cheap basically. But something else becomes more valuable, like interpretation, understanding which information actually matters, recognizing what data may be misleading, seeing the bigger picture. So once again, value leaves simple execution and moves toward judgment. Now, you see, software development is another area where value is shifting. Like writing code used to require time for many repetitive tasks. Setting up basic structure, writing common functions, debugging simple errors. AI tools now assist developers with with many of these activities. Developers can generate large parts of code quickly and focus more on design and architecture. This does not eliminate developers by itself, but it changes where value sits. The developer who simply writes routine code may face more, well, let's say competition. But the developer who designs systems and understands complex interactions becomes more valuable. So once again, value moves upward from simple execution to design and architecture. Now, many digital services are also facing pressure. In the early internet economy, building digital tools required large teams and long development cycles. This created high barriers, but AI lowers those barriers. Small teams can now build tools much faster. Automation reduced operational work. Templates and AI assisted development accelerated creation. This means many digital products become easier to replicate. When replication becomes easier, competition increases. And when competition increases, margins shrinks. So, so value leaves generic services. It moves toward products that have deeper integration, stronger networks, or specialized expertise. One interesting pattern appears again and again, if you noticed. The middle layer of execution often feels basically the most pressure. These are roles focused mainly on producing and coordinating work. They are not setting strategy. They are not providing deep specialized expertise. They're they are basically executing processes. AI tools often target exactly these tasks. Like automation system reduce coordination friction. AI assistants, generate, first drafts, system organize workflows. So the middle layer must evolve. People in these roles either move upward toward decision making or develop a deeper expertise in specific areas. This is not about replacement. It is about repositioning. So it is important to understand something here. When value leaves one place, it appears somewhere else. Technology has always worked this way. You see, the printing press, if we go back in history, the printing press reduced the value of copying text by hand, but it created new industries around publishing and education. Now, the internet reduced the value of physical distribution for many products, but it created enormous value in digital platforms. Now, AI will follow the same pattern. Some activities become, common and cheap, others become rare and valuable. This is the migration we are watching right now. Now, for individuals and organizations, the key question is not whether AI will change things. Well, it's already changing things basically. The real question is, are you standing where value is leaving or where value is arriving? If your work is based on repetition and simple execution, you may feel pressure sooner. If your work involves judgment, like integration, strategy, and responsibility, value may move toward you. The AI economy rewards people who understand systems, people who can see how different pieces connect, people who can make decisions where there are many options. In a world where machines generate possibility, human must define direction. Now, let's finish with a simple idea here. Technology does not destroy value. That's a myth. That's not how things work. It relocates it. In the AI economy, some tasks become easy and abundant. Others become more important than ever. Understanding where value is living helps us see where it is going next. And that is exactly what we will explore in the next episodes. Because after identifying where value lives, the next question is obvious. Where is value concentrating now? That is where the next opportunities begins. Now, thanks for exploring the AI economy with me today. And if you have any questions, any comments, leave them please in the comment section. Put some like, subscribe if it's not already the case, and I will see you in the next one.